during the Steelers game. A couple of the Chiefs on social media tweeting back and forth. Let's take a look at it. Sammy Watkins tweets, "It's kind of like a video game. What the heck's going on? It's weird. I'm pretty speechless. Pretty sure the whole world is shocked because I've never seen anything like this in my life, not in the NFL." That was the Browns going up 28-0 early. "Looks like we got some comp next week, some competition," says one of his teammates. And Watkins says, "I wouldn't go that far, LOL." Let's bring back in the D-man, Dennis Manoloff, and not quite the Browns as the Browns, but still a little bit of disrespect going on there.
It's hard to keep track of the smack being directed at the Browns these days, Dave. You had Juju Smith-Schuster doing his thing with Browns as the Browns, nameless great faces. After the Steelers lost, you had his teammate and fellow wide receiver Chase Claypool on social media bragging about how he was making good plays against one of the Browns' backup DBs who was pressed into service because of all the injuries. Somebody forgot to tell Claypool his team lost. I think the Steelers are probably getting ready to play Buffalo this week. They're in denial that they lost. Then you got Watkins weighing in. I mean, listen, I'm sure the Browns will use it. We know that some of the greats of all time, including Michael Jordan, were famous for, if they didn't find a slight, they invented a slight. So why can't, the Browns, and specifically Baker Mayfield, he always seems to perform better when he's got some axe to grind or some person to point a finger at. I mean, he's still going with the Colin Cowherd, quote-unquote, feud. So I'm all for it. If I'm a Browns fan, and I am, I want to see any smack directed at the Browns because, to me, all the pressure is on the Chiefs, just like it was all on the Steelers last week. The Steelers were the division champion. They had started the season 11-0. There's no way they could lose back-to-back games to end the season, and both of them being to Cleveland, but they did. In the case of the Chiefs, they're the defending Super Bowl champions. They had an awesome regular season. They have video game offense. They're at home. So I think any chance the Browns have to relax and play it loose, and part of that is looking for smack, then fine, take it.
Yeah, without question. The other thing is Baker Mayfield downplayed it, as you would expect him to. Somebody asked him about it, and he said, look, everybody in the NFL believes they're good. That's part of the deal. But that's what you're supposed to say if you're Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's on everybody's iPad when they walk into the locker room, and they space themselves out per COVID protocol.